Greetings and salutations. I'm Gladys from the Quality Assurance Department at the Sursumcorda Media Corporation. We'd like to apologize in advance for the video conferencing software audio glitches experienced during this broadcast, and for the excessively irritating ASMR sounds from the host's world-class podcast microphones. Rest assured, our level of embarrassment is intolerable. Technical support is working on these regrettable issues for the next show, so that we meet the following audio and broadcasting standards: ITU-RBS.1770, EBUR128, ATSCA/85, NRSC, DAB/DAB+, and AES. The Sursumcorda Media Corporation strives for the most professional audio and production standards, and all issues will be rectified. Please note that in some cases, audio issues are features, not bugs, and are at the discretion of the show's producers. End communication.
On a hot August day, coming to you live from somewhere in northern Portugal, where we have many kinds of apples and the bottle caps don't come off plastic bottles anymore. Welcome to the third installment of the rebooted Sursumcorda Radio Hour. My name is João Antonio Miguel Chorizo Costa Fernando Gonçalves, but you can call me Rusty. So get ready, take a coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's scintillating conversation with our oldest Portugal friends, Andre and Frederico. Take it away, Bernadette and Dave.
All right. Thank you. I forgot all your names, Rusty. So we'll just call you Rusty.
Rusty or Rusty?
Rusty.
I like Rusty.
I knew you would. So we're just sitting here at an outdoor cafe in the northern Portugal city, and we thought we'd do a radio show.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's sure hot enough for one.
Yeah, it's very hot.
It is.
And it's hot here at this cafe.
Yes.
And because of copyright issues, this is a real field recording from a real cafe. So we're all about authenticity here. No AI.
That's right. Actually hand recorded.
Yeah, except for Rusty. Rusty
Yeah.
might be AI. May or may not be.
May or may
I
not
can
be.
neither confirm nor deny it.
Maybe we'll get into that a little bit later. Any AI sentiments, who knows where we might go.
Yeah, I think that's a good topic. I'd love to know what our good friends Fred and Andre are up to with AI and what their opinion is of it.
We got Fred and Andre today, and they're waiting in the wings while Dave and I just kind of, we need to sync up a little bit. I haven't seen Dave much today. He's been very, very busy. What have you been up to, Dave?
Yeah, I'm very tired. I have a ton of new creative projects, including this radio show. So yeah, we've got 3 other shows in the works, and maybe we can talk about them a little bit later.
Sure.
What we're kind of focusing on.
Not like radio hour shows, but completely other projects. So yeah, maybe we'll fill you in on that a little bit later.
Yeah, and I have 2 full-time jobs.
Yes.
My day gigs.
Yep.
And I'm trying to make original music, and I also want to launch meditation music.
For people that hate meditation music.
Oh, curious.
I started doing that, and that's a lot of work. And I'm also mastering a friend's record right now, which is fun, but it takes a lot of time.
Hours and hours and hours. I can hear him upstairs.
Yeah, that's the Super Lux new release that will be coming out as soon as we're done mastering.
Oh, that was a nice little commercial.
It was. If you're listening, guys.
Well done.
How about you? What are you up to?
No, I'm good. For me, I didn't have to do all the tech setup for today, so that's kind of the luxury of the co-host position that I have. So I got to relax and went into town for a little bit, and it's pretty relaxing. to tell you the truth. I also have some projects going on, but maybe we can talk about that a little bit later. For me, Saturday is a no work day by design. but I know you don't always have that luxury.
Yeah. So if my voice sounds tired, that's why.
Oh.
Well, let's talk about Fred and Andre. We've known them since before we moved
Exactly.
to Porto, Portugal. And they were instrumental in our decision to move here.
Yes.
And I think we can consider them family at this point.
For sure. Yep.
And so we can talk about that when we bring them on. But yeah, we really appreciate them taking part of their Saturday afternoon. Mm-hmm. Well, without further ado, let's bring them on the show. Fred and Andre, how are you?
Hello. I loved your rusty friends intro. Really, really nice.
I don't know if you noticed, Fred, but I had Rusty say, take a coffee, which is what you always say. And that's because the difference between, English and Portuguese. And you also told us right after we moved here that Portugal has many kinds of apples.
Do you remember that, Fred? Fred, okay, just to give context, Fred was like our official welcoming person, so amazing, and Andre as well, right by his side. And don't you remember you were telling us you were kind of always comparing Portugal to Spain and giving us the lowdown on that? And for some reason, I don't know what the context was, but you said that Portugal has many kinds of apples, and we say that all the time.
Okay, maybe that was fresher in my mind because I lived in Spain actually in 2013. So
Yeah.
I guess I didn't have enough apples there.
Exactly. Very Fred. It's a very Fred thing that we love about you, and that's become part of our family vernacular. And whenever we eat an apple.
Yeah, I always think about that.
And never forget a roasted apple with port wine in the oven.
But when we were on our scouting trip trying to figure out where in Europe we wanted to live, I met Fred online because of a shared interest in dub techno music at the time. And Fred's alter ego or alias is Neonlogic, world-class DJ. And so we connected online, and I reached out to him and said, hey, we're thinking about moving to Europe. What would be a good music city? What are your thoughts? And he said, oh, you should think about Portugal. It wasn't even on our list. This was 13 years ago. So you convinced us to check out Lisbon. So we went there for 2 days. Then we came to Porto, and we met you, I think, the day we arrived in Porto. We spent 2 days there, and you were a great host. And then the next day, we met Andre, and I can't remember who else. I don't know if Sophia.
Gita was there.
Gita was there.
Gita. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we were
Actually,
Yeah?
sorry. Actually, I have located the conversation through Google Chat, the chat on Gmail, where Fred asks me if I want to join him for a dinner with Dave Wesley. I heard about you guys through... I heard about Dave, because I think Fred was playing some of your music on his radio sessions. And suddenly, out of nowhere, you were coming to Portugal. So I remember that when you were talking now.
Yeah, that was October of 2013.
October, wow.
But you guys, we were looking for schools for our kids, and you just helped us. You just made it so easy. We went on to France after spending time in Portugal, and at the end, we like France. Bern lived there for a while, but we were just like, hey, you guys made it so easy. We could see how we could move.
I mean, you felt like family right away. Just in that first dinner, we just knew. We were like, that's it. This is home. This is our new home.
So thank you.
Yes, so thank you.
We love you.
Official thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. From my part, I totally, if I go back in time, I really wanted to be a part of, not to be a part, but to help or on my own possibilities, whatever were your needs. And I realized that there was a need for or for a school for Juna, art school. So I went to art school. Fredo went to art school as well.
Right.
So it was under my radar, and Fred did his part as well.
Yeah, to helping us with the art school was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that hospitality
yeah.
was always
That.
a part of people from Porto, you know? Because Porto was very different. Even 13 years ago, it was very different. But 20 and 30 was even more different. So I guess you don't need to be as so
Hospitable.
much
Yeah.
hospitable, because we have Porto full of tourists now.
Now, I
20
know.
years ago was different.
It was very different.
Very different. Yeah.
We were like the only Americans at that time. So look what you started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that now that everyone's moving to Porto and tourism is taken off? I mean, the tourism part forced us to move out of Porto. We just, it was tough to live and get downtown and do fun stuff just because it was just a completely different scenario. But what are your thoughts about all the foreigners moving to Portugal?
Maybe a bit too
Well,
Yeah, it's too
I'm a
much.
foreigner.
Yeah. You're a foreigner in Spain now, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I've been a foreigner in Spain in 2005 until 2012. Then again in the past 5 years in Santiago. So my point of view is that let's treat well who's coming and chose this place to live. So as I want to be treated well here as well, where I'm currently living in Tarragona. It's true that a lot of tourists make prices go higher, and the cost of living just dramatically increases, and everyone gets on the same wave. The cities also get a little bit more discharacterized, so to speak, as well. So lots of design stores but things that probably you will find on other places. But still, I think Porto, which is the city we grew, it's naturally like an amazing city. It's a beautiful city, full of different walls. If you wander in the city.
Yeah, but the counterpoint to the tourists now is 20 years ago, more than 70% of Porto was empty buildings. And it was a dark, gray, empty city, totally different from now. Yeah. Slightly more dangerous in some parts.
Yeah.
Now I do like the people on the street. Houses, not 70% that are empty and in ruins.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we found Porto, and it was kind of our little secret until it wasn't. And we liked that sort of found a secret place. And that's one of the reasons why we moved north, is just to, not be so inundated with tourism culture. And we love the Portuguese culture, so we just wanted to stay close to it, I guess.
So speaking of secret places, one of my favorite, though, memories from living in Porto was our Pandora era, where all of us spent a lot of time together. Pandora was kind of like a hidden secret garden behind a hemp store, right?
Hey, man, pass that over here.
And you didn't know that it was even there unless you knew to go through the store to the back.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And then you guys were DJing all the time. Anybody want to say anything about that?
I was just going to say about Porto,
Well, maybe.
that Porto is full of hidden gardens. Like a big percentage of all the old streets in Porto have big gardens on the back. So it's a big interesting feature of Porto is the hidden gardens.
That's the kind of architecture of the houses. They are really narrow, but they are long. And then at the very end, you will find this very narrow but long garden. As Pandora.
Yeah,
But we sort of took over the place, didn't we? Sort of that whole scene at that time.
Yeah.
I mean, you all were DJing every weekend.
Not every weekend, but very often.
Yeah.
We spent birthdays there.
Yeah, it was like our second home.
Yeah, it was great.
Do you miss it? It's not happening the same way.
It has a different management, and I think a slightly different vibe now. So,
Yeah.
I think it's been like a year and a half. I don't go there, but I hear that things are a bit different. But I haven't been there for quite a while. It's true, but still, it's a good spot.
And our speakers are there still, and our lights, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We
Really?
put up all the fairy lights everywhere, and then Dave donated his big speakers.
No, I sold it to him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cheap.
Okay.
Very cheap, though.
Okay.
So we're there in spirit.
Yeah, I didn't know about the speakers, but I knew about the lights.
Yeah. You know, that PA that they have there, I don't know if you remember, Fred, when we moved to Porto, I mean, right away, you know, we were doing DJ gigs and stuff, and very often. And the first one, I think, was at Mouse Abbott's. And I brought that PA and set it up.
and it broke.
Well, yeah, we left to go shower and get ready for the night and came back, and someone there didn't realize that you had to plug it into the power converters. There was still American power, and just blew them out. You remember that?
Yes.
It's the joys
But it
of
was
live
anyway.
music and DJing. You know, it's like Murphy's Law. It got fixed, yeah.
And those come from the States, no? With the container?
Yeah, that was a nice little Mackie PA.
And shortly after that, we saw Vincent Moon there with Andre, no?
Yeah.
That was amazing. The French documentary director captures like rituals from all over the world, dancing, singing from indigenous cultures that rarely get filmed. Right, Andre? And you introduced us to him.
He's sort of the modern day Alan Lomax.
That was Vincent Moon. Yeah. I do. It was a great evening actually, and he's still doing great stuff. I think I got to know him through like 2 or 3 videos he did on elevators with non-musicians or some other non musicians, and then I think he went towards that kind of niche, which is world music and different territories. But I think he began with more known people. That's where I got to hear some of his stuff. I think he's a great film director, and that afternoon was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And I think those tribes dancing around the fire are just on the first step for electronic music.
That's right. So what are you guys up to these days creatively?
Ooh,
Who wants to go first?
Maybe Andre goes first.
I can go first. Well, creatively, let's see. I've been through in the last 2 years. In the last 3 years, maybe, I think I went to a weird place where I didn't do really creative stuff, if I'm being really honest. And I started to feel it. I think I became a little bit grayer, and I felt that. So lately, when I decided that I needed to change what was going on, and since I'm here in Tarragona, I just put myself in ceramic classes. So this was a new thing to me. They are over at this point, but I did for 3 months. I also dive into another technique I learned in my first year of university called pontillism, where you poke with ink a paper with a very thin ink, and by saturation or dispersion, you create images, right? So I did a portrait for a woman that it was her 94th birthday, the grandmother of Reyes. So that's when I decided to react to this, to the gray years I said in the beginning I was going through.
Did you come back into living color then after that?
I'm more into a living color at this point. Yes.
All right. Glad to hear it. I can't picture a gray Andre, actually.
Oh yeah, but
You're
that's
always,
because
since I've known you, you're always doing a creative project of some kind.
Yeah, but the thing is that I now work for some years for the McCann Academy, and the kind of work kind of changed. So I'm doing more routine work, very useful work, super interesting project, but it kind of differs from the projects I was doing before, For example, Arctic Dub with Dave Wesley. For me, that year and a half was really, really creative to me. I think I did some of my best works there.
As a graphic designer?
Yeah, and that kind of attitude in design kind of contrasts in the attitude I'm having in the current work I'm doing, which is okay because it's challenging in other avenues, which I was not used to go to.
But you're still doing graphic design with your daily work?
But
okay.
Yeah, I do graphic design, but I also do other kind of work, like working on processes. The Academy has courses, as a podcast as well. So I edit audio, I edit video as well. So it's no longer about choosing color typographies, creating invisible relations between shapes and all that. It's not only about that anymore. It's more about working in a process of making them from beginning to end.
Right.
And that after some years, that kind of, settles in and you start to need to be a little bit more creative. So that's why I reacted this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that, it pays the bills. Arctic's Dub never paid the bills.
Exactly.
It was a bill.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a bill.
And for those of you that don't know, Arctic Dub was a electronic music label. Did a fantastic job designing.
I loved it.
The artwork for stuff, yeah.
And it was always very, very, very challenging. I don't know if you have that notion, Dave, but for me, all the projects were super challenging. Because I was always exploring. I was always taking different approaches on each project. So I was always on places I haven't been before. And that was really interesting.
Well, we can do it again sometime.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
All right. Well, Fred, how about you?
Well, I guess on the creative side, I've been preparing for my next party. Will be end of August. Been building a new DJ booth, a lot of woodwork and metal work and painting. But also,
it's amazing.
Doing an app also to control my lights.
So this is for your DJ shows? You're building a whole thing?
Yes, that will be on also a very big Eden Garden in Porto place. It's Espaço Compasso. And I guess I've been doing a bit of Martha Stewart meets Mark Zuckerberg, I guess. Software and woodwork.
Nice. Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. When is that show?
Yeah, it's the 29th.
At the 29th, okay.
So, yeah. Supposedly I'll be doing the last Saturday of each month there.
Oh, great.
And I plan to do some more ambient stuff sometimes, maybe more in the winter. We'll see.
Yeah. And you're trying to do a 5-hour epic set, right? That's almost long enough for you as a DJ.
How would you describe Neonlogic for people who don't know your DJ sets, Fred?
Well,
he's speechless.
That's a good question.
He's speechless. Never thought Fred would be speechless.
I'm always speechless about my music.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm probably the worst person to talk about my music. Normally a very deep and progressive approach to mixing.
Right. And organic. You've moved into more sort of organic progressive. Would you say that?
Yes, at some point. Now I'm turning back a bit more also to some more electronic stuff as well, mixed with that.
I always find it very moody and emotionally engaging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not just your ordinary straight up tracks. Like you find these deep, mysterious tracks that like take us on a journey. That's how it feels.
Yeah, I don't even want to know what your Bandcamp bill is every month.
Mostly Beatport. Mostly Beatport. Most of the exclusive stuff is on Beatport and not on Bandcamp. Not immediately.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, that was a showstopper. Beatport update, everybody. That just got all the guys just completely.
But I can see the evolution from dub techno to the kind of music you're doing now. It is very emotional.
I still love dub techno, and I still have a huge collection, and I still have new stuff, but more on the ambient techno side, I would say. Maybe we could call it dub techno sometimes.
Yeah, love to hear some of that. Well, guys, we're at the first half of the show, and I'll let you guys vote. Would you like to hear some meditation music that I'm trying to make not suck, that has an alpha wave in it that will sort of relax you but keep your brain awake? Or do you want to hear something super weird from Dom Fox? Or do you want to hear a little bit of a local auction at the local celebration in our town? So you guys vote.
Oh, I was going to say that you had a nice sentence, Dave, when you opened the show, that you're making meditation music for people that don't like meditation music or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I would vote for that, because I don't also like all the
Yeah.
just the naming. I like ambient music and I like music a lot.
Right. But maybe
if
not.
you can meditate with it, maybe, but I wouldn't call it meditation music. Or just like I don't like easy listening concept or some other concepts.
Yeah, the whole new age stuff is now so retro. You know, the real music heads are into some of that stuff, which is really surprising to me. But yeah, I always associate that with getting acupuncture, or I have really bad luck with massages or any sort of alternative therapy. And maybe I've imprinted the music they always play that has kind of pan flutes and Tibetan bowls and typical new agey
That you are now
meditation.
anti.
Yeah, so
Anyway, but Andre didn't get to vote.
But I'm good with the new wave. Let's go for that.
all right. So we'll take about a 5-minute break and we'll be back.
I always feel so embraced with this kind of approach to music. I can work for 3 hours just listening to just ambient context, people speaking like sheep, horses, strangers' conversations. I love that.
Really?
I really like it.
So many people today love, using that kind of music as a utility for productivity and creative inspiration. Yeah, but you're not necessarily young, Fred.
But if I want to be productive, I also normally have to disconnect the good music I'm listening. So if not, I cannot focus.
You can't even listen to classical music?
Most of the time, if I want to get focused, no.
Yeah, I have music on all the time.
And me, I need completely quiet focus. No music. So that goes really well in our household. We don't work in the same office.
I actually tend to work in total silence as well. Well, I have a neighbor here. She's an old lady, but she has
like 60?
her TV on, like 75.
Okay, keep going.
And
yeah. Okay,
74,
let's go with
75. And she has always her TV pounding hard. So I kind of hear all the soap, the novels, I think that in the novels she's watching, there is this couple who are totally in love because whenever they speak, the backdrop
redacted
music is always kind of the same and they speak with the same tone. And and it's funny that way. But I don't
probably distracting a little bit.
Yeah, well, I've been using frequency binaural beats and isochronic tones for a very, very long time. And when I'm at work and I'm tired and I'm getting ready for a stressful meeting or something, there's this website that plays gamma frequencies, which is really fast. And you can play it at a certain bass frequency, like 432 or 417 or 528. And I just do it for 10 minutes. And I have it on in the background, and it really helps, And so I'm going to have a YouTube channel just for this kind of music with this subtly embedded frequency stuff. And hopefully, there's a lot of YouTube channels that do this, but the music is really bad. So anyway, that's my idea. Meditation music that doesn't suck.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I actually, 5 days ago, I bought... Do you know what a tongue drum is? Metallic tongue drum?
Yeah, tongue drum, yeah.
So I bought one, and it's really nice. It's tuned on minor 432 hertz.
Oh, cool.
And it's really melancholic and dreamy. It's really nice. I have it on my hands right here.
Can I sample it?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, and...
We can't hear it.
We can't hear it.
Zoom is too good at noise canceling.
You can't?
No.
Oh.
Too bad.
Okay.
I wanted to hear that 432 tongue drum.
Did you hear it, Fred?
No, but it would sound tuned to all of your music, I guess, Dave, no?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So for those of you who don't know about tuning, Dave does all of his music in 432 hertz.
A equals 432.
A equals 432, which is much more conducive for human well-being.
There's a lot of controversy still about it, but yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah, because most music is tuned at 440, right?
Yeah.
And it's not good for us, apparently. Like, it was changed.
Yeah, if you ever watch the vibrating plates with sand, and they tune it, the cymatics it's called, and you tune it to A equals 440, and it's a very chaotic
dissonant.
The sand just kind of, and then if you tune it to 440 or
432.
Equals 432. It self-organizes into...
It makes geometric.
Sacred, into geometric shapes.
That.
Yeah.
I know that.
And there are other frequencies that the sand self-organizes into these beautiful patterns.
Yeah, it's amazing, actually.
Yeah. So I think, we're mostly water, and if we're drilling chaotic, discordant frequency into us all the time, which I am, what is that doing to us? So that's the idea.
Makes us think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been in some parties that the music was so bad that I'm pretty sure some cells was bumping on each other. And even the brain cells.
And not just because of the 440, right?
Fred, you're not easy to please.
No, I kind of have a thing for 415, but that's because was the tuning mostly used at Bach's time and place. You know? So, but I don't care about the tuning too much.
Well, I notice you're in a better mood when you're listening to 432.
Probably.
Well, we're already coming up like the last 10 minutes of our lovely time together.
I was wondering how you guys and what you think about AI and how you guys are using it these days.
I use it a little bit for work as a helper. It doesn't replace manual testing. I wish. It does help a lot the coders, and I've been noticing when projects have a lot more AI that the code turns to be more complex and complete at the end from the initial parameters because it's easier to do, I guess.
Yeah.
But in terms of testing, besides some tools that I make or some scripts to help, manual testing still is manual.
Yeah.
Most of it. You know. But it won't be too long before some tools will arrive and help with that for sure.
Yeah, but you're not using it to find out what to cook or to discover music or anything else?
No.
Interesting. Are you anti-AI?
No, anti-AI, but I think I can feel when the music is done by AI, for instance.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
And I don't like it.
Not cool, guys.
Yeah, a friend of mine literally just released an album that she wrote in 3 weeks using AI. Suno is getting sued for people downloading and releasing tracks made by AI because they say it's derived from all the songs that have come from the music industry. But she got in just under the wire and she released an album in 3 weeks from start to finish. I mean, she wrote all the lyrics and then worked with AI to create the music.
But and do you like it?
From music?
I mean, I like her lyrics and what she's trying to say, but yeah, you can for sure tell it's AI music.
She doesn't even sing.
No, she didn't even sing. But she's calling it her album. Yeah. It's wild.
A friend of mine says that it's AI gave people the opportunity. It's a tool that advertises. I mean, what before would only some could do, now anyone can do.
I think what Andre is trying to say is that artificial intelligence is democratizing the ability to create stuff that people don't necessarily have the legacy skills to do on their own. No 10,000-hour requirement to be the next Bach or Rembrandt.
And that's really amazing. That's how amazing the human being is, in my opinion.
But do you use AI?
Yeah, I've been using.
Yeah. What flavor do you like?
Well, it was implemented on my work. It was not my idea, but I had to adapt to the new work routine because it just made sense within our context because we have a lot of content to process. So it just makes sense to use AI.
Right. Are you using ChatGPT or what are you using?
I'm using Claude, yeah. But basically to generate and process text. Sometimes I generate a background graphic, a photo and all that, but not to design a poster or something like that.
And do you use it for stuff outside of work?
Actually, today I generated an interactive PDF with a player where he proposes 8 different tracks, and I have a graphic interface with a tongue drum seen from above, and you see the tongues being played and all that.
Interesting. And Fred, you're not vibe coding that lighting app you're making?
Yes.
Well, then you're using AI.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we know.
But inside VS Code, a few agents, mostly Codex or ChatGPT, and sometimes Gemini and Claude.
So yeah,
Because I'm not a coder, and I have almost 4,000 lines of code to my app now, like done by the AI.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I use it a lot, but I was kind of late to the party, I would say. But I do want to vibe code this thing called the ultimate screensaver. An idea I had 20 years ago.
Well, now everyone will have the idea, Dave.
Well, I'm not going to tell them what it is. Right? Everyone has their own idea what an ultimate screensaver is, right?
True. So. We'll leave it mysterious.
Idea stored.
Hey, we have an unexpected surprise.
Oh my God.
Maxine just walked into the studio and Bia. So I wonder if we have time to...
They're fresh back from one of the many summer music festivals in Portugal.
Frederico. I mean, I think they're pretty sleep deprived and, post-festival vibes here. So that could be kind of fun, even though we're, coming up on the top of the hour, but why not? Hey, guys, you want to see if your mic works?
Hello.
Oh, there's Maxine.
Hey, Maxine. Hi,
You
Bia.
can probably tell from my voice.
Maxine.
Bia's not going to talk, I don't think, but if she's welcome to.
Hi, I am Bia.
Maxine is alto now.
Maxine is alto, so we were saying that he was saying I'm a mezzo soprano with my voice. Your voice is even deeper.
It sounds extra deep.
Double Z, mezzo. But that's her deep, been up all night voice, maybe.
Exactly. Lots of cigarettes.
And Dave, have you heard about Sonic Blast? It was the same weekend in a festival near your place or around.
Yeah, I think it was last weekend. Yeah, our little village or beach village. All of a sudden, it's usually older people. It's a very working.
You've never been there?
Oh, well, I've never been to Sonic Blast, but the town itself, becomes hipster paradise. Lots of beards, lots of piercings, lots of tattoos,
cowboy hats.
But we can hear it from our house. We can hear, the death metal growls.
It's not only that actually.
Yeah, I think there's other kinds. I mean, some of our friends that go to Portuguese as well were at Sonic Blast. So they do a little marathon. They go to Sonic Blast, then they go to Portuguese, and then Vilar de Mouros.
Yeah, we're going
next week. Yeah.
I have a friend that is a metal fan, and he told me there's a couple of styles that play there on Sonic Blast.
Mm-hmm.
One was stoner, the other one I forget was like desert.
Stoner and stony. Yeah, witch rock. Yeah.
Desert rock.
Desert rock.
That's
a new one. I've never heard that.
Never heard of that either. Desert rock. So what?
I think so.
So I heard that there was some little bit of controversy at the show last night, the MIA show. What happened?
Well, we arrived last night and there were some people wearing tinfoil hats.
Like lots of people, right? Not just like a handful.
It was a handful at first. And then we kept seeing people making them. And we were like, what's going on?
So tinfoil hats.
What was going on?
Well, it was supposed to be kind of a joke, making fun of MIA, I think. Or kind of playing along with her, because apparently she's a bit of a conspiracy theorist. So everyone was having a bit of fun making their tinfoil hats.
Wow. And I mean, that's such an old school reference originally.
Yeah, and conspiracy theories mostly has come true. So
Yeah,
they just damaged a couple of Starlink satellites, but nothing serious.
So nobody wanted to get programmed that night, so they put on the tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
And then didn't she put up kind of a disclaimer up on the stage on a big screen before she started? What did that say? Do you remember? Something?
Yeah, I think it was kind of like a warning. She was like, the following show might cause controversy or something like that.
Might be highly offensive.
Yeah. So she put out a little warning. I think that she probably liked the discourse. But I thought it was cool, at least, that the community was coming together to put on the tinfoil hats just for fun.
Yeah.
Frederico has a very community feel. So
cool.
It's kind of like you're in the in crowd if you know what's happening with the tinfoil hats. Like, tonight we're doing tinfoil hats, guys.
And how was the actual show? Bia, we want to hear your voice, too.
She doesn't want to talk.
Wasn't Kneecap as well on this year's?
Yeah, we didn't see them, actually. We only went 2 of the days.
I heard there was a big mosh pit for our friend Matthew was in the mosh pit for Kneecap. That's impressive. Matthew, who was on episode number 1 of the Sursumcorda Radio Hour.
Version 2.
Version 2.
Episode 1 of version 2.
How many numbers?
Yes.
So
But was he really?
He went in the mosh pit. He said it was exhilarating. It's pretty impressive.
Wow, remembering some old days, maybe. Yeah.
Did you guys see that documentary about Kneecap? Or the movie? Sorry, it wasn't.
I did. No.
It's really good.
But you guys know about him, but you didn't see the movie.
I know they're a new band, but I don't know anything more than that.
From Ireland? Ireland, yes.
I know they were pretty political in some festivals.
Yeah, they were very controversial as well when they first came out.
Yeah, Northern Ireland. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
And they play themselves in the movie.
Segment classification updated.
But it's really a fun, cool movie. I highly recommend it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on for a little cameo.
We'll be hearing more, hopefully, from Maxine in the future.
Yeah.
That's one of our other projects, which we didn't really talk about, but we're going to have another show about kind of art and culture and literature, kind of a commentary on things. Maxine's going to join us for some of those shows, so that will be interesting.
I do remember some of your shows you did also with June, audiovisual stuff, also very nice.
During the pandemic, we used to stream stuff together.
Quinta quarantine.
Maxine was actually DJing. Their other daughter, Juno, was doing the visuals with Resolume. So funny.
I remember that too.
Yes.
More of that.
Trying to bring everybody together when we were all isolated. It was very cool. We managed to do it virtually. People would come on, making comments live, listening. It was very cool.
And I thought our AI conversation was really interesting because none of us are real, guys. We are all interactive AI voice agents.
I was going to ask you to invite Rusty to the next barbecue, but maybe not.
On iPad. We'll mount an iPad on a moving robot or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that will be reality. So.
Or maybe a drone even.
If Bia doesn't want to talk, you can just do text to voice.
Yeah, exactly. She'll make a cameo.
You got to say hi. Just say hi.
Hi.
Oh. Very low, but we'll get her involved maybe next time with more notice.
All right.
Okay.
Remember, I also means ouch in Portuguese.
Ai. Fogo.
So Fred and Andre, thank you so much for hopping on with us today. I told you the intention was for it to be chill and fun. I hope that it was.
Yeah.
It was fun and chill. I'm sorry about my drops on the network.
Yeah,
Apparently
it's okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
For having us.
It's always great to talk with you. And we'll be sharing details about a party that we're having in September.
Ooh, okay.
We'll let you know.
We're not going to say the date since millions of people are listening and they might try to find where we
And
live.
they might show up.
I will text you after the show with the date.
With the VIP passes.
Yep, VIP passes. There will be an open DJ scenario, so Fred would love for you to DJ some of it, and other people are going to jump on. Probably not the setup you love, but the kind of setup, but it'll be a fun party. For our birthdays. Bernadette and I are turning 50, so it's a big one.
Okay, wow.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. So we'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right, we'll just do a little outro music, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
It was weird that the 3 heats of water lasted on a Tuesday night.
minutes of water acid on a Tuesday night.
Hi, a short message from our sponsor, Sursumcorda Media. Bernadette and Dave asked me to let you know that Sursumcorda Media is in production on 3 new podcasts. Stay tuned for these upcoming debuts. Number 1, Blender Drink, short-form reviews and commentary on contemporary film, TV, books, social media, AI, alt media, conspiracy theory, etc. Number 2, Things We Used to Do, short-form, highly produced, entertaining, and interesting stories from Dave and Bernadette's past. Because, let's face it, they old as F. Number 3. Foz, Bernadette's podcast related to sociocracy, organizational development, and spirituality. Stay tuned as the Sursumcorda media empire gains momentum. We are also rebooting the legacy Sursumcorda.com website in full retro style.
End transmission.